So how I kind of think of stroke prevention is like, what are the things that we can control? So things, we being patients, family members, doctors, and other healthcare providers. And I know at GF Strong, where I work, this is a question I get a lot. So people feel a loss of control after they've had a stroke, and they're quite scared about having another stroke. And so part of my job when I see patients who've had a stroke is to educate them and their family and friends on the things that we can do as a team to reduce this risk and to sort of take back a little bit of that sense of control. And so in order to kind of address this question, how do we prevent a stroke, we need to look at risk factors for stroke. So what makes one person more likely to have a stroke than another person? And so we break this down often into things we can and things we can't control. And there are a small number of risk factors that we can't really control. And in medicine, we call these non-modifiable risk factors. So these are things like age. So generally, as people get older, they're at a higher risk of having a stroke. Gender. So at younger ages, men are more likely to have strokes, but actually overall, we're seeing that women tend to have more strokes, especially as they live longer. Certain ethnicities and races have higher risks. Looking at your genetics or family history. So some people may have a family member, like a parent or sibling, who's had a stroke. And then finally, having had a stroke or mini stroke, TIA, can also increase your risk. So these are the things we can't really control. So we're going to kind of push those aside and look at the things we can control. The good thing is this list is way longer, the things we can control. So I'm going to go through most of these. No need to try and frantically read them all. But these are the things that we call modifiable risk factors. And these are the things that your doctors and nurses and things will be testing you for and providing guidance on what you can do about them. And I like this picture because it sort of shows how many more modifiable factors there are. But I also like to point out that all of these things in the modifiable, if we change those, that's just improving our general health, right? It's going to improve your chances of having things like cancer, cardiac disease, heart disease. So if you quit smoking, you lose weight and change your diet, you actually can improve your blood pressure. You can improve your cholesterol. You can improve or prevent diabetes. So making a change in one of these areas can actually affect lots of other areas, which is excellent.